Hi everyone, my name is Max Day, your International Marketing Director of World Ventures. I'm here today with my trusty notes and PowerPoint to show you how to do a simple and effective getting started training. Now we all know that this is a duplication business and getting started training is where duplication happens. Hence, we need to keep this simple. New members just focus on invitation, we present, close and train. So the only objective of a getting started training, as the name says, is to get our new members started on invitation. It is not a mindset change session nor an information gathering session, but to get them to understand how simple invitation can be and start inviting. Just a gentle reminder, always make sure that you have the latest getting started worksheet which can be found on our website. So let's dive straight into how to. With the physical form, quickly go through the essential information without going into too much details. There are two main things that in this section you need to highlight, which is number one, who is the support team? Well, that means that who are the active sponsors. Second, weekly events such as coffee table presentations or commonly known as two-on-one support around your area. Live presentations such as private business receptions or PBRs, major blasts, or any team training events. More event details could be found on our website onebigteaminternational.com/events. Next, we go to get prepared. First, it's important to get them on a dream trip within 6 months. World Ventures has the statistics that for members who have been on one dream trip, their retention rate is as high as 80% or more. So please ask them to write down their favorite locations they would love to go today. Next, go through with them the primary reason why they joined World Ventures. Remember, we are not Anthony Robbins, the world #1 success coach, so don't try to motivate them at this point, but gently ask them to write down in more details. So remember, no Anthony Robbins. Moving on the right hand side, regardless of what goals or reasons they wrote down, there are 3 things they need to do to achieve it. First, hitting the 570 fast lane. Second, achieving the wheels. Third, help the new members to do the same too. Now, there is a thing that you need to do. If you haven't done it, please do it, which is to take a picture with the blue sign and welcome the new member in our secret Facebook group. After that, the key question to ask them is, if given the choice, would you want to do your 6 slow or fast? Now, what would most people reply? Fast, of course. And you say, great, let's help you to get your 6 in 7 days. Now, this question will actually help them to iron down why they need to take action fast. There are only 4 steps in our getting started training. Step 1. Ask the new members to start their list by listing down their top 20 people which they have the best relationship with. It could be people from their university, colleagues, ex-colleagues, people they want to do business with, or people they want to travel with. Step 2. Schedule their personal travel party 7 days from now. This is highly recommended for geographical challenged countries like Malaysia, Taiwan, Thailand, Indonesia, etc. to cover more grounds. If the member couldn't do it for whatever reason, you can leverage on other people's travel parties or go ahead with just two-on-ones. You can go to our One Big Team website to check out how to do a travel party video. Step 3. Most important step of all is to follow our success cycle. This is where we teach them how to do a simple invitation, what to do before, during, and after a presentation. First, remind them that invitation is not about explaining a bit on the phone or text, not about convincing people to join World Ventures, but to fix appointments. There are 3 ways to invite a person in general. The system recommends the 2-step text invite for a very simple reason. More people can text than to call. So usually just go straight to teach them how to do the two-step text invite unless the new member asks us about other methodology. Mark ACCETTA, our World Ventures International of Training, taught us the 4 steps to duplicate properly: tell, show, watch, go. So to teach them any invitation method, you shouldn't just tell them what to do, but to show them. You will explain the first step is the first message, which is to clear the date and time. If we can't clear it, we don't move on. Once clear, move on to step 2, which is the second message to state the objective of the appointment. It will be good to add on what not to say during an invitation. Please don't say part-time income, passive income, or business opportunity. Then go through a simple scenario to show them how a normal 2-step text invite is. Why don't go through too many scenarios here? Well, this is to keep the whole process simple. Anyway, we are guiding them later during the invitation at the end of the Getting Started training. On a side note, a lot of people couldn't invite not because the method doesn't work. It is because most people don't want to follow the script or they add in words. Just a hint, the most important sentence to follow in the script itself is, "My friend and I started a project you got to see." Once we have gone through the teaching of the invitation, move on to before. This is where it is just right before the presentation. Tell the new members he or she needs to do 2 things: the 3-step setup and the edification. You can go ahead to explain a bit about what is it all about and the importance of it, and then ask them to watch the 2 5-minute videos on the link provided rather than teaching them. Also, briefly remind them about the ABC relationship in a 2-on-1. Next, just briefly highlight to a new member these 3 things they need to do during the presentation. Last part of the success cycle is enroll. Explain after showing the 2 videos, all the A will generally close by saying, "Is there anything else you need to know before you're ready to get started?" There's usually 2 scenarios that will happen here. Either the C will ask questions, which the A will answer, or the C keeps quiet. If the C keeps quiet, the new member as the B will need to jump into action. Ask the B to do 3 things stated on the worksheet and say, "Let's do it together." Remind the B that this process repeats until the C makes a decision. When the C signs up, let the B know it's their duty to first fix the Getting Started training within 24 hours with their wing sponsor and send them the 3 links. Step 4. The last step. Experience our culture. Do highlight to them that to have a long-term sustainable growth in their business, it's very important to be plugged into our system by subscribing for World Ventures Advantage Program, attending team events such as travel parties, PBRs, Super Saturdays, and of course World Ventures training events such as regional training events, Momentum, Bootcamp, and View. If you ask them to commit to the next World Ventures training events and they couldn't, always ask them to come for the next team training events. To end the Getting Started training is to get them to invite on the spot. Why? Mark ACCETTA, our World Ventures International Director of Training, taught us 4 steps to duplicate properly: tell, show, watch, and go. And according to him, watching is the most important part of duplication. Hence, we need to watch our new members how they invite. 8 out of 10 times, new members who don't invite on the spot either never do it at all when they reach home or they use the wrong way to invite. So, to avoid all this, the system recommends us to just get them to invite on the spot. However, we don't force them to. After explaining 2 times and they wouldn't want to, it's fine. We will move on to explain how to handle the most asked question in invitation. What is it? For more information about this, check out the 2-step text invite video in our One Big Team website. Okay, there you have it, a quick rundown of the Super A series, Getting Started training. If you just got your wings and new to doing Getting Started training, don't worry, just do it. We are pretty sure after rewatching this video and doing a few times more, you will get better and better at it. Thank you for watching. Let's help to set more people free by helping more than 1,000 people achieving IMDs by year 2020.